In our music video, we used, developed and challenged a number of different conventions from music videos in the British indie genre.
The first cozy conventions we used included less genre-specific conventions of general music videos, which we explored through a number of theorists, such as Andrew Goodwin. According to the theory, there are three strands to music videos: the narrative video, the performance video, and the conceptual video. All successful videos we analysed use one of these strands at least, notably videos in our chosen genre, which is British indie, which use the performance aspect of Goodwin's theory. This may be due to the audience's desire to see the band and hence associate with them, or the more DIY element to British indie. Most of the bands we analysed did not belong to mainstream or major labels, therefore would not have had a large budget at their disposal, which would make narrative and conceptual videos arguably difficult to produce. It's more likely that indie fans will see their favourite bands live, and the band would gain fans from playing gigs predominantly. So a performance video may link to these popular aspects of the indie genre. The authenticity of the band is also enhanced but with the DIY aspect, as it may give them credibility.
The master wide shot of the video was a live performance, and hence the video itself revolved around the performance of the band. This meant that after the enigma of our digipack, where there was only one photo of the band, in the inside booklet, the audience could effectively meet the band in the video. This gives visual satisfaction of seeing the band really perform. We augmented the master shot of the video by performing the track in closer shots, similar to Swim Deep's Honey and Peace's Bloodshake. These include extreme close-ups of the mise-en-scène, as one of the main conventions of the indie genre was a focus on the aesthetics and of the instruments and clothing of the band, as fashion is very important to a younger audience. Our target demographic was 15 to 25, who were perhaps looking for a social group to identify with through dress. There were also particular brands associated with a sense of cool or punk, such as the iconic shoe Dr. Martin.
In keeping with Goodwin's theory, we created a star image in our music video through making the lead singer the focal point of the star vehicle through extreme close-ups. He appears for a total of 1 minute 22 seconds on his own throughout the video, which is over a third of the running time and more than the other two band members. This establishes a personal connection between him and the audience, as he is the voice of the song and may connect to the audience in a most human way, as he is a personal entry for them into the song through his lyrics. This is in concordance with the generically similar media product from Swim Deep called King City, as Austin Williams sings directly into the camera in a similar In Swans fashion to our frontman. This is in concordance also with the convention of a look of apathy in the posture and actions of indie. This is shown in the performance of the band members, and is also similar to other media products such as Bloodshake by Peace. However, through a number of wide and two shots, we also want to create an image of the band as a whole group of friends or gang, which our target audience may identify with, as they will recognise themselves and their friends in the video, and long to spend their time participating in similar activities to the band. This is a common convention of indie which we have followed in a new wave of British indie called B-Town, which carries a focus on friendship in the video, similar to other Peace products such as Lovesick, as well as Splash's video for All I Wanna Do, as this allows the more youthful members of the target audience to feel gratified through embarking on similar activities and sharing a similar group dynamic to the band.
As this is our band's debut, we plan to have a lot of images of the band within the video, as there was kind of a hunger created by the digipack having this anonymous symbol of the hand and not many photos of the band. So if it was an established band, the audience might be happy watching a video in which the band don't feature prominently, as they already know what the band look like and they can kind of imagine them. Whereas as ours was a debut band, the audience may want to see the band and get to see what they look like and kind of recognise who they are, so that they can associate with them more, as they haven't before, as this is their first outing. From my analysis of the British indie genre, many performance videos carry little in the way of narrative. It can be difficult for them to captivate and maintain the audience attention throughout the running time of the song, therefore extensive camera work is required in order to sustain their attention. We analysed a number of indie videos which managed to do this, such as Max Can't Surf by Fiddler. We began to use and follow the thought beats element of Andrew Goodwin's theory by cutting on the beat throughout the video in order to ensure our music was visually represented by the video. We feel we developed and challenged this convention through using the beat of the video as a jumping off point for more experimental cuts. The pace and rhythm of the song can be seen in the camera work of the video to make a multi-sensory experience for our audience, encouraging them to watch the video again and distribute the product to their peers. We did this through using slow motion in slower parts of the song, However, in order to maintain an element of interest, these shots were recorded at double speed. And then slowed down to the pace of the song, so that the visual conundrum of the singing being in time whilst the movements were slower and lucid. Elements such as this may cause the viewer to go back and watch the video again. This is similar to the effects used in Jaguar Mars' The Thrill. The exceedingly high-paced cuts over the drum sequence in the second verse is an example of us challenging the forms and conventions of the British indie genre, which often consists of long, predictable cuts. Through an alteration in the tempo of quick cuts maintains the audience interest in contrast to the common convention, which risks losing the audience attention, which therefore may lead to disinterest in the band.
Well, throughout the planning stage of this project, we found that target audience's input to play a very important role. Some evidence for the success of our techniques can be found within the target audience interviews after they view Pink Lemonade. Another method of challenging the common forms and conventions of the British indie genre is through our use of locations. The locations which are typically found within music videos of this genre consist of street locations like used in The View from the Afternoon by Arctic Monkeys and King City as well as live locations such as venues for videos such as Best of Friends by Palm Pilots. Whilst we do wish to use recognisable and relatable locations in order to directly address our audience, in terms of the performance shots, we wish to include a more unique and unconventional location. For performance shots, we settled on using an abandoned hospital not far from where we live. Through using this derelict location, we want to symbolise the emotional heartbreak of the song the singer is feeling, and as the singer is feeling empty, and left behind. This is in conjunction with Goodwin's theory, as he exemplifies the importance of a relationship between the lyrics and the visual. There's also been an increasing fascination with abandoned locations and the notion of post-industrial decay within modern culture. The liminal and derelict hospital also fulfills the objective of creating a private world for the band and the audience to inhabit, allowing them to escape from the real outside world and merely focus on the music, a common convention within pop music videos. This also relates to the band being non-materialistic and the indie convention of having little material product. In one shot of our video, almost a direct copy of Swin Deep's King City, shows the lead singer counting out change to suggest a smaller income which may gratify a student audience who are strapped for cash.
As we wanted our video to seamlessly become part of the indie genre, conventions needed to be followed so that it would be similar to other media products and also be recognisable to an indie audience. One of the main conventions of the indie genre is a sense of listlessness in the videos. For example, King City. In King City, the band walk the streets and a shopping centre with no clear destination, which may be similar to their audience's lives, who have little to do, being too young to go to bars and clubs, and are also at a point in their lives where they may be leaving school or college and are unsure where to go. Seeing a band similarly unsure of where they are going may comfort them. We use this convention through presenting the band's members in a similar manner.
I feel that our greatest challenge of conventions of music videos is in our representation of females. We found it a common factor in music videos that women were objectified, often through the male gaze and presented in a sexual nature, and we want to avoid this. Having a girl in our video on equal par with the men, as she may not perform a track but is similarly dressed, and she commits the same actions as the band. The only reason we did not have an equal number of actress to actors was because our two other actresses pulled out of filming due to their other commitments. This was also to conform with the indie genre convention of androgynous dress in indie music videos.